Good morning. I'm off from work today. I have one day off, and I'm not too sure. I know what I'm going to. I have one thing that I definitely want to do today, because there's a little pop-up store in Notting Hill that I want to go to, and it's open only this week, and today is a Thursday, so I definitely want to go. So we'll go and have a look at that, and then we'll just see where the day takes us. Right, I need to get dressed, but I don't know what to wear. I always have this dilemma, always. Whoa, that was not expected. You fully fell off. Again, I'm propping you on something. That's why you fell off. Right. I'll figure this out. I think I'm gonna wear these. These are honestly my favorite leggings. I basically live in leggings. That's not true. At work I never wear leggings, but when I'm not at work I live in leggings. And these are the Tala flared leggings, and they're so comfortable. Like, I've never worn anything more comfortable, and therefore I find it hard to wear anything else when I'm not at work. I do sometimes wear other things. But anyways, just want to give these a shout out because if you've never tried them, I highly recommend them. Once again, not sponsored, as you all know, definitely not sponsored. I would let you know, and the day that I will be sponsored by anything, it will be a very exciting day, and therefore I will be shouting it from the rooftops. But for now, none of what I talk about is sponsored. So you can trust it's just me giving you my genuine feedback about something that I really love. So gosh, pardon, I am not ready yet. Oh no, oh, never mind. I thought that when I dropped the camera earlier, I ruined my camera, but I actually didn't. So I've decided to go for the leggings that I told you about. And then I have just this, like, it's a Zara top, but I just put it underneath because I'm gonna put this t-shirt on top. Sorry, can't really show you very well. I just have to iron it because it's very, yeah, it has a lot of creases. So that's what I'm wearing, and then I'm probably going to wear something on top because it's going to be 17 degrees today, but still it's not 24. So I'm going to wear like a little sweater on top that I can take off if I get warm. But I wanted to show you the progress of my flowers. It's really interesting because it's only this one variety that has popped up. This white variety is here, and it's alive and well, and it's been going for days now. But all the other ones, for some reason, I feel like these guys haven't been growing. But this guy over here, has grown so much. It was like little sprout, and now it's grown into two separate things. So that's exciting. And then here's my project on the floor. I have yet to tend to that. And then over here, it's pretty much the same. Like, I haven't seen much growth happening. So I'm not too sure if I'm doing something wrong or if they're just taking their time, you know, which if they are taking their time, I'm totally cool with that, you know. We don't need to rush anything, but I just want to make sure that I'm not watering them too much or watering them too little. But then again, these guys have grown so much, so if I was doing too much or too little, they wouldn't have grown either. I don't know. I'm wondering about the violas because they are the little plants. I'll open so I can show you. These plants here. These ones here are the violas, but I don't know when they're supposed to pop out because there's no flowers for now. Oh, wait a second. Oh my gosh, we have some baby violas. Do you see? Oh, that's so exciting. It's the first time I notice it. I'm seeing more over here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Do you see that little one there? Wait, yeah, this one. That's a viola. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. There's another one here. I don't know if you see it. It's drooping down. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Oh, this is really exciting. Do you see, this is the Santa one. I'm really excited to see it grow. I wish I could see if I can actually prop you out and see. I wish I could see what it looks like from the front. Oh, the ivy's not drooping that much. I guess it's just gonna take a little bit longer for that to grow. And yeah, these windows don't open that much, so it's quite hard to get out of the window. Anyways, oh my gosh, I'm really excited about the violas. I don't know if I'm saying it right, by the way, because in Italian you say viola, so I don't know, because it's written the same exact way, so I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But that is just got me so excited. The thing about growing plants and doing DIY stuff is seeing the result after a while. It's just so exciting to see, I guess, a flower bloom after, you know, I've now planted these, gosh, I can't remember when I did it, but it must be coming up to about a month ago. Oh, it's definitely coming up to a month ago. And like a month later now, seeing everything bloom is making me really excited and just really proud. I'm getting emotional. Forgive. I am due my period in about a week, so not surprised I'm getting emotional about my flowers. I do become a bit of an emotional G when my period is about to come. I cry at everything. Like if I see a kid on the street interacting with, like, I don't know, their dad, I'm like, oh, this is so sweet. And my boyfriend is always like, are you going to cry? And I'm like, it's just so sweet. He's like, oh, here we go. Well, you know, life just makes me really emotional. It touches my soul. Anyways, today I really hope that I'll manage to be honest, sewing, I don't know if you can say sewing, but I guess sewing the fabric of this lampshade is taking a while because it's so much, like, I know it doesn't look like that much fabric, but trust me, when you have to go in and out, it takes a while, and I don't have a sewing machine. Also because the whole point of this is that I'm not going to buy a sewing machine. It's the first ever sewing project I do. Let's not go overboard. But I really hope that today I'll manage to do a little bit of it, at least when I come back in the evening. Because I get this way, if I only have one day off from work, I want to do a million things, and sitting down and doing one project stresses me out because I'm like, I haven't really taken advantage of this day. I also need to learn to chill out. Like, it's okay, but I do want to feed into it little by little. I need to learn how to be better at doing little by little, because I always just like, I'm like, oh, I just need to sit down and do that one thing. It doesn't have to be like that. Anyways, I am going to quickly iron that t-shirt, do a meditation, and then my veggie box delivery. I use a company called Farm Direct. It's great. I used them for years. I stopped using them because I can't remember what. Well, I guess it's because I had moved from Pimlico to where I am now. And so I kind of like, when I lived in Pimlico, I did it for a very long time. I used them for a very long time. And then I moved, so I kind of like, you know, things drop off when you move. But I picked it back up recently, and I am so happy I went back to it, because I just love supporting local farmers and knowing, like on Farm Direct you can decide if you want like organic or pesticide free, or you know, they have all the little boxes that you can tick, or plastic free. And I just love being able to support local, try to, you know, have as small of a footprint as possible. I know it's quite hard, and I know that I don't do things at all perfectly, but in small ways I want to try to play my part. And they just have amazing fruits and vegetables. Fruit right now is apples basically, so I haven't ordered any because I don't really feel like apples. But I order usually really nice veggies, and they even have wild garlic, which I'm so excited about. And I got 2 portions because my colleague was talking about wild garlic the other day, so I'll bring her a portion of wild garlic. And yeah, I'll show you the box when it arrives. It's supposed to arrive in about 45 minutes. And I also need to put out the box that they brought last time so that they can take that one away. And yeah, anyways, I'll stop rambling. Done. Oh gosh, doesn't look great right now. Also, my hair looks a bit interesting, but we're all amongst friends here. I totally forgot today was a Thursday, or is a Thursday, and which meant I also got my milk delivery, but that also means I forgot to put out the bottles for the milkman. Anyways, this is my delivery box. I have the milk that came on its own. I got a mixture of different types of kale. So I think the thing was called spring kale, so that's that. Then I also got, so you have a minimum delivery fee of £20. Anyways, I needed salt, so I got some salt. Then I got hispy cabbage. Yum, I can't wait to make this. It's delicious. I love hispy cabbage. Then we have, asparagus. I'm really excited for some asparagus. And then we got some carrots. Not that many, because we actually haven't been eating that many carrots lately, so I didn't want to go overboard with the carrots. So we have a few carrots. What's in this bag? Oh, cherry tomatoes. Not necessarily in season, but I've been really enjoying them lately. Oh, extra carrot. And here's the, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Here's the wild garlic. I've never ever cooked with wild garlic, but I've been watching a lot of Madeline Olivia, and she has wild garlic on the paths where she goes for walks with her dog, and obviously springtime is wild garlic time, so I'm so pumped to have some wild garlic. I think what she does is make pesto with it, so I'm going to have a look at a few recipes, because I did have wild garlic pesto the other evening at my brother's place. But I want to see if there's other recipes that I can try out. I'm so excited for wild garlic. I'll bring some to my colleague tomorrow. And yeah, that is my veggie box. I didn't get that many things this time. I got way more last time, but because I still have a big old, size of my head, Sorry for the lighting. A big pumpkin. I think it's a crown prince. I can't remember. I have loads of potatoes. And I have some stuff in the fridge, so I didn't want to go overboard because I don't want stuff to go bad. I still have some I have some broccoli, I have some baby spinach, I have some, what's it called, beetroots. So I still have a few things that I need to cook. Actually, I'm gonna put away the milk now, and then we can get going to Notting Hill. I always do this. Sorry if you can't hear me. The kettle is on. Every time I shake my oat drink, because I don't know if you heard, they can't call it milk anymore. It's like they went to court for it, and the court ruled that they couldn't call it milk. So anyways, every time I shake my oat milk, this is what happens. I have leakage everywhere. No matter how I try to go like gently with the shaking, no matter how much I try to close it properly, it always leaks everywhere. Okay, we'll let that rest for a couple of minutes and then we'll get going. I am so excited because the sun is shining and it feels like spring. The delivery guy from the vegetables was so sweet. He was so happy. He was like, enjoy this beautiful weather. He was so sweet. And yeah, and then we'll get going. I'm so excited. I'm bringing my backpack, not my bag, because the book that I'm currently reading is quite big and it doesn't fit in my little, I have this like little, what's it called? This little bag, but it's too small for my book. And I also want to bring a big tote bag with me because just in case I'm in a part of, I don't live very close to Notting Hill, so if there is something in that area that I want to get, because it's specific to that area, then I want to have like a tote bag with me to be able to carry stuff. And also, I don't know if I want to get something at the pop-up store because I'm really excited. So the pop-up store, by the way, I don't know if I told you. It's where it's Chloe Jonasson, who is the lady where I bought this fabric from. So anyways, she's doing a pop-up. I think it's called I want to say Inspirations from India, but I think it's actually something different. It's something from India. And it's her and another woman, Rose something, and they put together this pop-up store of things that I think they got from their travels in India. So anyways, I'm really excited because I did her course on Create Academy for the lampshade, so I'm actually really excited to meet her. I hope she's there. And the stuff that she has is beautiful. And it's, pure silk and, these kind of materials that are all natural, which is more inclined with what I like to do. So anyways, long story short, that's her pop-up. So I'm really excited. I'm really pumped. And the weather's so beautiful and I can't wait. Sorry, I started that ramble to show you the book that I'm reading. See, it's a bit of a big book, and if I put it in that little bag, it will take up every single inch of space. Yeah, I'm just reading the history of pasta. I like to read typically self-development books, but then now and again I like to dot some books that are a little bit less, they're a little bit more lighthearted, and this is one of them. I bought it from the World of Book. If you don't know what the World of Book is, it's basically you can buy and sell used books, which I think is wonderful. And I just randomly found it. I wasn't even searching for this book, but I found it and I thought, oh, that's going to be fun. Given that I'm Italian, I can have a look at my pasta roots. fully did not realize what time it was. So I'm just waiting for a bus to go home now. I've been walking around Notting Hill, which has been really nice because the weather's so nice. But I do need to get going home because I'm gonna get home around 3 p.m. and I still need to do a few things before I go back to work tomorrow. I got a print, which I'll show you when I get home. It's I'll get it framed and it's a little surprise for my boyfriend. And yeah, that's it really. I got some books at a charity store, which are like older books. And then I also got some bits and bobs at Natura, which is this amazing store. If you've never been, you have to go. Pricey, but they have incredible things. So I'll show you what I got there as well. And I'm starving. I still haven't had any food. And I'll get home. It's about 2 now. So it'll be a while until I can eat some food, but I'll be fine. Gosh, I am so warm. It's so warm today, which is, I am not complaining. It's such incredible weather, but I was way overdressed. I had way too many layers and I didn't have enough space in my backpack to put all my layers, so I could only really take off one. So I still had my like Patagonia fleece on and I was so hot. But anyways, I'm home. It's now, let's see what time it is. 3:07. I am ravenous. I've not had any food today so far because I was hoping to stop by a bakery to do some bakery tasting, but there was nothing really in Notting Hill, or at least not where I was, that I was too compelled to go and try. Anyways, I said I would show you what I got, so I am gonna prop you on the, I have to tidy this living room because, I mean, I'll show you what's going on, but don't judge. Ironing board is here. There's a bunch of stuff on the floor. We still don't have a dining table, so everything is just propped here. There's my lampshade project. There is a mess. Little by little, little by little, we're getting there. Okay, let's start. First of all, I'm going to show you the print that I got. It's an original print from 1831, and it is a Scotland print. So this is what it looks like. I mean, the reflection is not helping, but I love how it's super detailed and it has the bends on it. Because I was looking at a few different ones and a lot of them didn't have the bends. And the reason why I got this is obviously my boyfriend, or not obviously, my boyfriend is from Scotland. And we love hiking in Scotland. So I thought this would be such a perfect surprise for him. I cannot wait to get it framed. I have this place where I go get, well, so far I've gotten most of my things framed in this one place. And they're so good, and you can tell they're so passionate about what they do. So I'm really excited to bring this there and get it framed. I'm kind of thinking I would like to put it here. I'll show you. Just right here. But that's just an initial thought. Let's see what my boyfriend says, because at the end of the day, it's a surprise for him. So I actually would love to have it framed and then hang it and then show him. But I think I'll have it framed, I'll show him, and then I'll ask him where he would like it to live. So yeah, that's the most excited thing. Sorry. That's the thing that I'm most excited about. We got there. I think it's because I don't have food in me yet, so I'm a bit like, whoa. And they also gave me the certification of authenticity, which is great. So I'll make sure that we frame that with it. I'm so excited about that print. Because a lot of the art that I have, my boyfriend we have different tastes when it comes to art. So he's not super like excited about the art that I have, but I know he'll be excited about this because he's such a proud Scot. So he'll be very happy about this. Then I'll show you what I got at Natura. So I cannot remember what these are called, but this is, you find this in Italy all the time. You never find it here. I've only ever seen it at Natura. And in Italian, we call this barbe di prete, I think, or di frate, something like that, which means priest's beard. And it does retain a lot of dirt, so you really have to wash it very, very well. But it is so delicious. And it's super quick to cook. You just saute it with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt, if you want some garlic, and it is divine. And I don't know if I've told you guys enough, but I'm all about gut variety, feeding those little bacterias down there. And this is something that I never eat because I never find it. So I'm really excited. I don't think my boyfriend will be excited about that one, but that's okay. And then I got 2 beautiful pears. Look at them. They're huge. They're gorgeous. And the label is actually really sweet. It looks like a San Bernardo, whatever that's called in English. Anyways, love me some pears, especially with cheese. Oh my gosh, when I was a little girl, my dad's aunt, which I called my aunt as well, but she's basically my grandmother's sister, I would very often go to her house after school because she lived right next to the school, and my mom was working. My mom was a single parent, so she worked a lot, and I would go to her house after school, and she would give me as a snack pears with cheese, and I remember loving it so much. And then I got some, I'm forgetting now the varieties of tomatoes that I got. So these I know for sure that these ones are Camone, or these are Camone. Oh, well, either way, Natura has delicious varieties of tomatoes. I'll try to open the bags so I can show you. Okay, so these, look at them. They are incredible. They're so flavorful. They're delicious. And then these are the other ones, which are so good as well. It's a little bit like greenish at the top still, but they're fully ripe and so good. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose them all. Anyways, these are divine tomatoes. So if you ever go to Natura, they have a few different locations. I would so recommend their tomatoes. Also, one thing that I would absolutely recommend from Natura, I mean, I don't know what I wouldn't recommend from Natura. I know their stuff is really pricey, but as a treat, as I said, I buy Natura stuff maybe every 6 months. Dukkha is divine. It's a mixture of, I'll tell you what they have in here: sesame seeds, almonds, hazelnuts, coriander seeds, cumin seeds, sea salt, dried thyme, black pepper. And I typically sprinkle it on top of salads, or if I have like an avocado toast in the morning, I'll put it on there, or I'll put it on my toast with hummus. I put it on top of tomatoes. This stuff is so good, and I was so ready to buy many more jars, but one of these is $5.50. So I thought, let me just really savor it and not just go crazy and put it on top of everything. And then they had a couple of things that were 30% off. I've been looking for chimichurri everywhere. I know I could make it myself, but I'm really excited to have Natura chimichurri. So it was 30% off. I'll take it. So that's that. And then the Natura hummus is amongst some of the best hummus in London. Now, if you watched and this is the Za'atar hummus. I love the Za'atar hummus. It's my favorite Natura hummus. If you watched my hummus tasting, you would have seen that I did not include Natura hummus because back in the day when I made that video, I did not know about the existence of Natura. And then I discovered the Natura hummus, and hands down, best hummus in London. If you want to treat yourself, definitely go for the Za'atar hummus. It is so good. They have different types. They have like a herb one where they put, I think there's like rosemary, sage, thyme. They have a few different herbs that they put in there. They have a turmeric one, they have a normal one without anything added. They have a beetroot one. They have so many different types, but the za'atar one is by far, in my opinion, the best. And that's everything in turn. Oh no, sorry, I got one more thing. So Natura, I want to say a couple of years ago now, they opened a bakery called Alma, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's in Bermondsey. I think they use like ancient grains, and they're very kind of like, Natura is very mindful about where they purchase their produce, and same goes with Alma. They're very much in line with that philosophy. So I got a hot cross bun. I'm really excited to try it. It smells really flavorful. Ooh, I'm really excited to try it. It's very well baked, that's for sure. So that's Natura purchases. And then I stopped by a charity shop that was just selling books. And I got a couple of books. So I got, my boyfriend is very into history. Generally, he's very into history, but even more so, and I think this is very true for a lot of guys, he's very into Roman history. So I got this book, which I thought, you know what, it actually looks really nice, so I'm really excited to have it like on a bookshelf. And it is Britannia, A History of Roman Britain. That's that. And then I also got for him this, the Augustus Hair in Italy. And because I'm Italian, I thought, oh, this is great. Nice little connection. And I think it's quite fun to flick through the pages of old books. So that's exciting. And then I have a very good friend that I used to live with when I was in Pimlico, who I haven't seen in a while actually. But I am hopefully going to see her soon, and she did a PhD in art history, and I got her this book, which she, by the way, is one of those people that has the innate ability to find beauty in everything, and I love that about her. And I got her this book because it's the National and Tate Galleries, and it's very old, as you can tell, but I know that she will appreciate that. And it's all about art, which she's very into. So yeah, I'm really excited to give this to her. I really hope I'll be able to see her soon. And there's this one painting in here that her and I recreated, or she recreated on me. So we didn't paint it, she made me into the painting of this guy. It was so funny. If I find the picture, I'll show it to you. So she recreated this on me, and it was, we laughed so hard when we did that. So when I saw that painting in here, I was like, I have to get this for her. And it's at a charity shop, so I always feel really like happy to support charity shops. And also the books are an absolute steal of a deal when you buy them from charity shops. Anyways, that's all my purchases. I am now going to have some food because I'm ravenous. I am so excited. I'm going to have the tomatoes. I'm going to have, or not all of them, but I'm going to have some tomatoes. I'm going to have hummus. I'm going to have a pear. I'm so excited for food. And I bought some sourdough bread yesterday. I haven't had time to make sourdough lately because, I mean, if you make sourdough, you'll know it's a 2-day process. And lately I've only ever had 1 day off at a time. So it's basically impossible to make bread. Actually, that's not true. I am being very exaggerated. I could make bread on my day off because the time consuming part is the day that you actually make the bread. So the day before I can actually make a video about this, but either way, you can make it work if you only have 1 day off, but then it's quite tricky to get anything else done outside of the house. Anyways, that was a little tangent that reminded me that I do want to show you a video about sourdough making because I love it and it's delicious and it's so good for you. Anyways, I'll stop rambling. I think it's because I'm hungry and so I'm going like blah, 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 blah. Right, doesn't look like it because I'm sat on the couch, but I have decided I'm going to go for a run because I'm still feeling quite full from my lunch, and I find it really uncomfortable when I'm feeling this full for this long. Maybe because I had a really late lunch. I didn't think I ate that much food, but anyways. So I'm going to do that. The sun is going to set in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to go now so that I can be back shortly after sunset. I don't really want to be, I don't love running when it's dark. I just don't really enjoy it. So I'm going to try and go until it's still bright. And then I'm going to, I prepped a couple of vegetables, so I'm just going to cook those. Sorry I didn't film it. It basically, my camera died and my phone was really low on battery, and I knew I wanted to go for a run, so I just had to get on with it. But I chopped up and washed the hispy cabbage. I washed up the, again, I actually need to check what it's called in English, but barbe di frati is what it's called, or barbe di frate in Italian. So that's prepped, and then I've just put in the oven, I prepped some of that pumpkin, just chopped it, put some olive oil, salt and pepper, and then I'll bake that later. And then I'm not too sure what else will be made. It's a bit of a random array of vegetables, but I think I'll maybe like, I don't know. I actually have no idea what I'm going to make with it. I'd love some lentils. Oh, I do have lentils. So maybe I can chuck in some lentils. Sometimes my meals are just really random. There's no like thought process to them. It's just this vegetable, that vegetable, this other vegetable, this legume, and usually some bread because I love bread. Anyways, off I go. I'll stop rambling now and I'll catch up with you once I'm back from my run. The camera doesn't capture it just as, doesn't get justice, sorry. My words were not wording there. I want to show you the beautiful sky because it's amazing. Take two, we are back. I need to go shower, but the run was very lovely. I just popped by the supermarket to grab a couple of things that I needed. And now I'm going to shower, and then I'm actually going to put the veggies, the pumpkin to roast. I am then going to start stitching a bit more my lampshade fabric for my other video. Well, yeah, for my other video, sorry. I've like about a billion thoughts coming into my mind. I do this often actually, I don't know, I'm sure it happens to other people, I can't be the only one. Where I start a sentence and then I stop it halfway and then I say something else about the same thing, but it's almost like I forget to give context the first time around, so I stop myself and then I give context. It bothers my boyfriend so much, poor thing, because I do it all the time. He's like, just say it already. Anyways, that's everything. I'm going to start blabbing. I'm going to go shower. My boyfriend is not home yet, so I'll shower, I'll cook. So hopefully dinner is ready by the time he comes home. I'm not that hungry, but I'm hoping that by the time he comes home, I'll be a little bit hungry. This smells divine, and I love watching the sizzling of the olive oil. So satisfactory. Wow, that's actually pretty good quality camera. Before I officially sign off, actually, I thought I'd quickly show you what I have made. So most of it's meal prep, but I'm making something for dinner for my boyfriend as well. So, as you saw before, I have roasted that pumpkin, which is not Crown Prince, so now I can't remember what pumpkin it is, but this pumpkin, as you can see, I have had a piece of it. It's delicious. Then I've made the hispy cabbage. I chopped it up, olive oil, a little bit of butter, and then a little bit of salt, and that's that. I have to switch this off actually. And then here I have rice going, and I'm going to make for my boyfriend one of his favorite meals actually, which he used to make for me all the time when we first started dating, which is peas, rice, peas, prawns. He likes a sweet corn in it as well. I don't think I have sweet corn. No. And we call it fried rice because it is kind of like a version of the Chinese fried rice. So I'm making him that. I'm gonna have some veggies, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm gonna add to this. I'm now debating if I want to add, I think I might add the black chickpeas. So by the way, I mean, they're everywhere, the Bold Bean Co. beans, but they are hands down the best beans on the market. They're so creamy and delicious. I love them so much. I've never tried the black chickpeas, so I'm really excited to try them. The reason why I bought them actually was to have a different type of bean, because I'm all about eating the 30 different plants. I don't count them actually. I probably should start counting how many different plants I eat. But I also just really enjoy different types of beans and legumes. I love beans and legumes. I'm obsessed with them lately. Chickpeas, oh no, my current favorite is butter beans. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And I love refried black beans. So good. Anyways, just thought I would show you a little bit of a glance of what I'm making. And in the meantime, I'm watching Madeline and Olivia. So I'm having a great time. 7:45. I really need to get going because I have to wake up really early tomorrow. I have a very early start to my day. So I better wrap this up. My boyfriend is not home yet. He's had a long day, so I'm not sure what time he'll get back. But anyways, I'll quickly cook up. And then I'm probably going to go to bed. I've had such a fun day. It's been so nice to be outside in the sun with my baby hairs. And just, yeah, just be in a different area in town. Never go to Notting Hill. So yeah, it's been really lovely. And now I am just ready to actually go to bed. I'm so tired. Just want to go to sleep. I'm not even hungry. I might have like a quick snack sort of bite and then go to bed. Anyways, thank you so much for tagging along. I hope it was enjoyable, and I'm really trying my best to be better at making videos where I'm not just talking to the camera. And I think, excuse me, a big part of that is me becoming more comfortable with having a camera in public, because I think that's one of the big reasons why I don't record more just general content. But today I was like, girl, just be brave, just do it. Because it's important to me. I really enjoy making these videos, and I want to make them entertaining for you and fun. So I am trying my best to push myself out of my comfort zone, which is always a good thing anyways. And yeah, I think the more I do it, the more I'll become comfortable with it, and the more my videos will actually become a bit more interesting, because I know sometimes when I'm editing them, I'm like, oh, is that everything? And then I never film an outro. Yeah, an outro. And anyways, it's a whole thing. But, you know, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is just to do it because I love making these and I love sharing things with you. And if you enjoy these videos and you want to see more, please let me know what you'd like to see. Please subscribe. It really does make a difference. I know everyone says this, but now that I'm on the other side of the camera, I really understand. So yeah, it really does make a difference if you subscribe. So if you enjoy them, please do. It costs nothing. And I'm excited to bring you more. See you next time.